The draft agreement reportedly calls for the establishment of a reconstruction investment fund that would be co-managed by the United States and Ukraine. And according to an Axios report, the USA intended to provide long-term financial commitments to the development of a stable and economically prosperous Ukraine, while recouping some expenditures related to defending, reconstructing, and returning Ukraine to its pre-war GDP.
We're going to stop that ridiculous war.
The draft says the US would maintain 100% financial interest in the fund that would be co-managed with Ukraine to advance the economic value associated with the resources that include minerals, oil and gas, in addition to infrastructure and ports.
Our knowledge base on the Ukrainian resources, rare earths, titanium, manganese and others, is not sufficient. So we need more information about the commodities which are located in Ukraine first. Second, a huge problem for the US is that there are not so many American companies who are able to mine and to process these rare earth elements, because since almost 2 decades, Chinese companies dominate this sector. So it's easy to say on a political level, let's get these critical elements from Ukraine. But on a practical level, it's not so far clear which companies, Americans, British or German or whatever companies, will be able to do this right now when the war continues.
President Trump speaking here on Monday during a meeting at the White House with French President Emmanuel Macron.
I will be meeting with President Zelenskyy. In fact, he may come in this week or next week to sign the agreement, and which would be nice. I'd love to meet him. Would meet at the Oval Office. So the agreement's being worked on now. They're very close to a final deal. It'll be a deal with rare earths and various other things, and he would like to come, as I understand it, here to sign it, and that would be great with me.
The deal progressed after the US dropped an initial demand for $500 billion in critical raw minerals as payback for aid which Kyiv had already received from the United States. A proposal that drew fierce pushback from Ukrainian and European officials. President Zelenskyy initially refused to sign the agreement presented to him by senior US officials during a visit to Ukraine last week, leading to public tensions with President Trump, who later called him a dictator, while Zelenskyy suggested Trump was living in a disinformation space. Sherwin Bryceby's SABC News, New York.